Thank you very much, Chairperson. Our relationship with SDG Goal 9 is embedded in our 10-year strategy, which really has two key objectives, the first one being sustainable and inclusive growth, and the second one being movement towards green growth. Now, for us, we've been, in the past 10 years or so, our focus has actually been on infrastructure development. We saw infrastructure development as an enabler towards industrialization. We see infrastructure as an enabler towards integration of the continent, given that most of our markets are small and really integration is the way to go. You've often heard this statistic that says that, sub-Saharan Africa generates less electricity than Spain, with a population of 47 million people. And only 7 countries in sub-Saharan Africa have electricity access rates exceeding 50%, while the rest of the region has average grid access rates of just 20%. So the focus of our new president is really to how do we energize Africa? Because for us, energy is important. It is a key ingredient in industrialization. Most of our businesses run on diesel, which is really doesn't make them competitive. So we see increasing this access, and to have an energy mix of from solar to more hydro, and to really exploit some of the capacities that are available on the continent. So 60% of our loans actually go towards energy and transport sector in the past 10 years. And one of the things we are also moving towards is really helping those projects to reach bankability. Now, let me move quickly to another area that we actually believe we should be supporting. And as we spoke to our clients, it became very, very clear that industrialization was important, given the need for jobs, and that we should try and see how we can move up the value chain. And one of the phenomena that has really been encouraging for our continent is that 97% of intra-investments in Africa are in non-primary primary sectors compared to investments coming from outside, from overseas, which is really targeted at the primary sectors. So what we are seeing is really this movement towards industrialization at an intra-Africa trade level, at an intra-Africa industry and investment level. So there is a lot of things happening which we need to support in a sustainable way. And I think this is where we come in and look at this partnership with UNIDO. We're very interested in it because our focus has been on infrastructure, but then the question is, how do we then start looking at the industrial aspects for a continent that desperately needs it? I'll end here, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you very much.